The shooting of Oscar Grant III is but the latest West Coast version of Amadou Diallo, of Sean Bell, and of hundreds of other black men. And like them, don't be surprised if there's an acquittal again. Something is terribly wrong here, and it's the system itself. Until that has changed, nothing is changed, for we will be out here again chanting another name.
Let him go! What the fuck?
Moms asked them to ride BART so they wouldn't be, you know, in their cars drunk or, having a good time like everybody else. They say, even on the news, please take BART. Please take BART. And these kids took BART from having a good night, and this happened to them. But we forget that they were also, his friends were also victims in this case. They were also victims because they had to witness their friend getting killed, one, and two, they were being harassed and brutalized on that platform.
My son jumps up and he's like, man, he's shocked, man. He's saying, call an ambulance. And the police are telling them, shut the fuck up, we ain't calling nobody. You know, and the young men are like, man, call an ambulance. And then Oscar's looking at my son and he's like, from what I understand, he's like, man, he shot me. He looks at my son is crying like, oh, don't close your eyes, man. Oh, keep your eyes open. And then he's like, man, he shot me, man. I got a daughter. And he's talking about his daughter. Next thing you know, he's out.
I think it's almost comical that he was allowed to run away. I think about myself, and had I been caught on camera shooting somebody on a BART platform in front of hundreds of people, I'd be in jail like that moment. I think the fact that he was not immediately arrested, immediately interrogated, points out a giant double standard. It's something that we, as activists, and I think as just regular everyday people, think about a lot, how police get away with things that we cannot get away with. And not only did he run away, he ran to Nevada. He crossed state lines.
The case has moved away for one reason only, and that's to get this cop off.
The demands are Meserly be held accountable. The other officers that were a part of that incident be held accountable and disarm BART.
Fuck, man. This is what being a black man in America are, taking my nigga to jail.
Racial profiling is a scourge in policing in America. All across the country, black people find themselves under arrest more than anybody else, convicted more than anybody else, brutalized more than anybody else, murdered at the hands of law enforcement more than anybody else. So what you call a gang injunction is a fanciful way of saying, since racial profiling has come under scrutiny, then let's make a policing methodology which in effect is racial profiling, though it's legalized by calling young people who dress alike, walk alike, or talk alike a gang. Last I checked, many young people dress alike, walk alike, and talk alike because that's the common fashion of their time.
What does it mean to be a black man in Oakland today? In some ways, it can be very interesting and invigorating, you know? But the oppression that is visited upon black people in Oakland today is amazing, particularly young people. The police have no regard for the constitutional rights of this sector of the population. And it's almost amazing how rough they treat these young black people.
I mean, look at these pictures behind me. You know, this is just some of the people, some of the thousands of people who are murdered by the police every year in this country. And most of these faces are people of color.
See it on TV, somebody that I used to know and grew up with playing basketball when his little kids got killed, publicized like that on the BART. It was real shocking to me. When it happened to him, it felt like it close to home, like it could have happened to me too.
The human right violation was the taking of his life, the taking of a father, the taking of a son. So Oscar's mother's human rights have been violated. Oscar's child's human rights have been violated. Oscar's rights have been violated, and all of his friends who were made to witness his execution had their right to pursue happiness. They have not been happy men.
And I'm going to keep fighting for justice for our young men. And it's not just for our black young men, it's all our young men, because they are our future, their children are our future, and if we don't stand up and do something about police brutality and killing and murders, we're not going to have a future. Bobby Hutton, please don't shoot!
Please don't shoot!
Robbie Tolan, please don't shoot!
Please don't shoot!
Kenneth Walker, please don't shoot!
Please don't shoot!
Sean Bell, please don't shoot.
Please don't shoot!
Amadou Diallo, please don't shoot.
Please don't shoot!
Oscar Grant,
Please don't shoot! Please don't shoot! Please don't shoot! Please don't shoot!